All right, we're back here, our DVD series, talking about a recession is a terrible thing to waste. Are you mentally prepared? Today's topic is based on real estate investing and how you can better position yourself to start investing in real estate and change your portfolio or take it to the ultimate level if you're already investing in real estate. My guest here again today is Sabine Allen from drpropertiesbuyer.com and Colin Poponi from myinvestorsagent.com. They both are real estate investors and real estate mentors. So, folks, we had a lot of talks, a lot of saying about real estate investing, and my question to both of you is, if the average person have, let's say, $20,000 to $30,000 sitting in their bank account, or even have $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in equity in their home, what should they do with it?
You want to take that? Okay. Well, as far as I'm concerned, if that money's not working for you, it's dead equity. A recession is a double-edged sword. Your mortgage is cheap, so the interest rate on your mortgage on borrowed money is cheap, but also on the other side of things, the money you're investing in the bank, they're always going to give you a low return on your money. So we like to capitalize that and invest that in real estate. So whereas the bank is going to give you 2% or 1.5% or some ridiculous amount, we like to take that money out of equity or either money you have sitting in a bank account and invest in it in real estate, whereby we can do joint ventures and we can get returns of about 10 to 15% on our money. Back to the point what Sabine was saying was talk about your business, talk about what you're doing. In recessionary times, people are not getting much return on their money. So if you show them the benefits of real estate, show them the benefits, look, you know what, I can give you 10 to 15% on your money in a secure asset that you can feel and touch and hold and walk into and all that good stuff. I think people are going to be changing their frame of mind in terms of investing in blue chip stocks and stocks that are going up and down and all this volatility that we're seeing in this market. So it's really a no-brainer.
Yeah. Excellent.
Absolutely. So at this time, you know, maybe this is a good time for you to think about refinancing. So, you know, instead of the running towards the mass market where people are getting panicked with the recession coming and start selling their homes now, just in case, you know, they crash, you go the opposite way. So you start looking into, okay, I want to keep this property. How much equity do I have? Like Colin said, you know, refinance it, get if there's not penalties, it has to make financial sense, of course. And if it does make financial sense, this is the time you would want to get your payments lower and get that equity out and start investing in more deals. And most of the investors, that's how they started, from their own personal homes. And you know, you have a home, you have this equity. People think, I'm going to live in it 30 years after, I'm going to be living mortgage free, and that's a big deal. That's not a big deal. You know, it's dead money. If you're not doing anything, you're not gonna come to the next level. And if you're thinking real estate, start. And if you own a home, start from there. This is the time.
Should they start off with a small property, medium-sized property, or a big property?
You know what? It's all personal. You can own 2, 3 small properties and work from there. You can own 1 big property and start from there. It all depends on your personal choice of strategy that you're interested in and what you can afford. Because it all, and again, you know, the books won't teach you that. You have to be connected with somebody in order to analyze your personal situation and what your goal is. Where do you want to be after 5 years? And then we start working backwards just to see how we can align ourselves.
So a bit more of a financial approach versus a speculative approach.
Absolutely.
Excellent.
Absolutely. And what I would add to Sabine is, you know what, yeah, it's your comfort level. And if a small property is going to make you take action, do a small property. If a larger property is going to enable you to take action, do a larger property. But the key here is to take action. No point sitting by the sidelines and watching everything go by, saying, oh, big properties scare me, this scares me, that scares me. Find what you're motivated to do, find what interests you, find what you're comfortable with, and just dive in full force. And then as you gain confidence, you're going to start to increase your level of education and increase your vision, your expansion, and
expand your portfolio.
Exactly.
Excellent. Now, the common question I would get from lots of people is, Frank, real estate is too expensive in the GTA. It's too expensive in Toronto market. And I normally tell them, you're right, it's too expensive. You're paying for what you get. We don't buy cheap properties. But on the flip side, and you must make note of this, in the Toronto market, you can buy properties from $40,000 for a condo up to $40 million. So you don't need to go to Florida, you don't need to go to Georgia, you don't need to go to Arizona, you don't need to go nowhere in the South or anywhere in the US. If you want to invest in the Canadian market, the GTA have some of the best low low price, on high price, so you can choose what the sector or what kind of properties you want to get involved in. Okay,
That's
of course.
so
Sorry?
That's so true.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, people get blown away when they hear, what? Where do you find a property less than 100,000? Well, you can find it. You just have to know the right people and to start looking. They're out there. So, you know, and again, you need to know what you can do with these certain properties. There may be some cosmetic problems with it and how you can fix it and actually make money at closing. So there are opportunities out there here. It's all about actually going out and start looking because they're there. And it can be for everybody and anybody. The
other question I'm going to get caught, and you're probably very familiar with this also, from lots of investors out there. What about pre-construction condos?
Well, pre-construction condos is in real estate, and Frank and I talk about this all the time. Basically, wherever the masses are going, go in the opposite direction.
Absolutely.
I was involved in it too, representing some clients, maybe 3-4 years ago, where people were lining up around the corner to get these pre-construction condos. When the market turns, that market is the first to get hit along with cottages. So condos, it's a proven fact. If you look in historically in the 80s and 90s, condos are the first to get hit in any recessionary period. Detached dwellings, structures people can feel and touch and see are the last to get hit. And then we get to multifamily, 3-plex, 4-plex, 5-plex, even less affected by a recession. So it's kind of in that order, and I would say invest in that order as well.
Right. So excellent. So what we're trying to advise you to do is stay away from condos, stay from pre-construction condos, get involved in what Colin just explained is called the recessionary proof product. Okay, recessionary proof product is a multi-level unit building or multi-unit building, and we recommend from 3 units minimum and up. Is that correct? Mm-hmm. Right. So 3 units minimum and up, multi-level unit building. And there's so many, from triplexes, 4plexes, 6plexes, and you name it, it goes up from there, 12, 20, and plus. These particular products are the last to get hit in a recessionary market. And the reason why, you have multiple families living in these projects and paying your mortgage every single month. So if one person loses a job and they move out, guess what? Bring another one in.
Absolutely.
Okay, and you continue to make money, you continue to pay your mortgage, and your portfolio continue to grow tremendously.
Here's just another little point, a little tidbit. It's been proven that people move within a 5-kilometer radius of where they currently live. So here's a little tip. If you buy property within major condominium construction, you're leveraging yourself for the future in the way that when people own the condos, they have someone, the children, their family expands, the children can no longer play on the balcony. Where are they going to look for property? They're going to look for property within the 5-kilometer radius of where they exist.
That's very true.
So what they're going to do is put a pressure on the existing housing within that area. So that's a little tip for everyone. If you buy within 5-kilometer radius of a major condo development, the condo is a starter. It's not the end result. So you want to put yourself ahead of the buying curve and purchase property within that kilometer radius of major condo.
Well, some might say a condo is the end result also these days. As you become a senior, what do they do?
Yes.
They move back into a condo.
That's the downside.
Okay.
Yes.
So we're not against condo. Always staying from a first-time investor's perspective. Right now in the market, condo might not be a best approach. Maybe 20, 30 years from now, when the baby boomers are retiring by the masses and the condo market becomes higher in demand, that might be a better time, right? Mm-hmm. So, but right now, as a brand new investor, we're advising you not to buy pre-construction or not to buy condos. And the main reason why we advise you not to do that, from a financial perspective, you won't make any money. The cost per unit is too high. You're looking at the average condo in the GTA costs anything from $300,000 to $400,000 and plus. Whereas if you buy a $400,000, $500,000 triplex, your cost per unit end up being like $150,000, $120,000 per unit. So financially, it makes most sense to buy a multi-unit rental property versus a condo. And in this recessionary market, you want to be very, very smart on how you invest your money. You also want to get involved in what we call a recession-proof products. And that's why we're shooting this DVD today, to educate you on all the things you should be doing in a recession. Of course, folks, a recession is a terrible thing to waste. You got to be mentally and financially prepared to take your portfolio to the ultimate level. Now I have my guests to give their final words and what advice are they going to give you on how you can start off to invest or what you're going to do to expand your portfolio. Sabine?
Well, folks, this is the time to shine. Take this time to shine as a real estate investor. This is the time that you can actually reach the vast market. You want to make your product affordable, more accessible to people, because the other businesses are going down, and they're going to be working very hard to stay afloat. And this is your time when you can actually take advantage and shine. So go for it. Start if you're comfortable starting small. Start small. If you are already in the real estate business, shine and grow your portfolio. This is the time to go out there and really make a lot of money.
Excellent. Colin?
I'd like to add to that, just as simple as it is, as we say in real estate, let's all just get off our assets and let's take action, and let's take advantage of the opportunities that present to us. We have no regrets. We want to be informed. We want to be educated. We want to be in a position to take action. And I'm not saying it doesn't take work. It takes work, but the benefits are huge. They're insurmountable for the prosperity of your family and your future and generational wealth for your kids. So.
All right, I want to thank my guests, being Adam from Dr. Property Buyers and Colin Poponi from myinvestorsagent.com. They both came out today to share their expertise and knowledge on the real estate investing market. So if you decide to start, or you're contemplating to invest in real estate, and when you get on board immediately, start to build your real estate portfolio and take your real estate portfolio to the ultimate level. Now, folks, housing always going to be in demand. The more important, housing in the GTA is going to be in demand. It's an immigration hub. People from all across the world come to the GTA every single year to live, transfer from one country to the next to build a family. So the demand always going to be here. It's always going to be the demand business to be in. It's been happening for the last 100 or 200 years. And real estate is a way to change your financial situation, to take finances, or to change your family financial portfolio to the ultimate level. So get on board, register for our courses or seminars, okay? Get yourself a mentor to educate you to the process of being a successful real estate investor. So from the beginning of your transaction to the end, there'll be no mistakes being made. Well, thank you very much for watching, and thank you for your time. To your success. See you then.
To your success.
To your success.
There you go.
Excellent.
Excelente.
That was fun, Frank.
It's fine. You're not scared anymore? You're not scared of the tough questions anymore?